So for the last 10 years, first 4 as a county council member representing downtown Columbia, and then the next 6 as county executive, we've spent a lot of time figuring out the vision for Town Center Columbia, knowing that downtown Columbia needed a real town center that was visionary, was vibrant, had walkability, had opportunities for folks to live at lots of different price points, had amenities, great place to work, and really a place of innovation.
My name is Mclaughlin. I'm the Director of Planning and Zoning for Howard County. And we're very proud of our plan for downtown Columbia. It was a long effort to get that plan adopted. But because it was such a big leap from where we were right now, which is essentially a suburban downtown with, frankly, it's a successful suburban area. A lot of redevelopment in suburban areas are failed malls, which it's not working, you rip it down and start again. But that didn't work here. We have, a 1 million square feet, 1,000,004 square feet in the Columbia Downtown Mall. It's very successful. And they didn't feel any great impetus for change. Other parts of downtown weren't working as well as they might, and so there was more momentum in some places than others.
Well, the residential component of the downtown plan is really critical to its success. Columbia has some wonderful assets in the lakefront, in the mall, in Meriwether Post and Symphony Woods, but the residential component within downtown currently is not as strong as it could be and not as strong as it should be.
So our first project coming out pursuant to the plan approval is the Metropolitan. It's a 375 unit apartment complex, but sort of a modern day urban design as opposed to a more typical garden style suburban project. We're going to have a parking deck. We're going to wrap the parking deck with the residential units. It's going to sit right outside the mall and really provide an initial starting point for what the plan envisioned.
We are not only stressing, walkability, bikeability, bike facilities, transit in the downtown area, but you have to be able to connect. And of course, Columbia has a very fabulous open space system that connects the villages with paths. A lot of those paths are now being evaluated to be widened in order to make them big enough for bicycles as well as pedestrian.
And it's going to link essentially the area running from Howard County General Hospital through downtown, across Route 29, through the village of Oakland Mills to our new Blandair Park. So not only does it link the east and the west of Columbia, but it also links important institutions like the hospital, the Howard County Community College, with downtown and with other recreational facilities, i.e. Blandair Park. The plan addresses some key factors with respect to what we call social sustainability. We have an affordable housing program, for instance, that is funded through development. There are initial funds, $3 million of initial funds being funded by the Howard Hughes Corporation. And then as development continues, there's specific fees that will be charged on a per unit, per square footage basis that will go into, in essence, creating a trust fund towards affordable housing in downtown Columbia.
There are organizational entities that are part of this that are being established. There's a downtown partnership that includes property owners and business owners as well as residents. There's a downtown arts and culture commission. There's a whole transit system to be involved. So it's a very complicated plan with many pieces. And we're thrilled at this point that we now have our first projects that have been through the plan review process, and we have a lot of construction starting this spring.
And now it's just incredibly exciting to see the first projects actually coming out of the ground and buildings being renovated, including the Frank Gehry designed Rouse Company headquarters that is now going to be a Whole Foods and a fitness club, really activating the lakefront. And so the vision is really coming together. We still have a lot of moving parts, but I'm thrilled that the community came together around a plan that really uplifts Columbia and all of Howard County, and frankly is a place of innovation for the state of Maryland as well. I really applaud the Maryland Sustainable Growth Commission for one, for honoring us, but more importantly for creating a process to celebrate those places that are really living up to the vision of smart growth and the vision of sustainable communities. And we're honored that Columbia, downtown Columbia, has been named as one of those.
The Maryland Sustainable Growth Commission is honored to present its Sustainable Growth Award for the Downtown Columbia Plan.